scrolling without any luck, Ian suddenly stumbles upon something unmistakable. An object shaped exactly like an airplane.
Along with secret details from the Malaysian Air Force, revealed that after MH370 disappeared from the radar, it made a sudden turn to the southwest.
The truth is finally unraveling, and it's more shocking than anyone imagined. After 7 long years of investigation, the mystifying disappearance of Malaysian Flight 370 is now revealing its dark secrets. As the fog of uncertainty clears, a haunting narrative is emerging that's set to shatter everything we thought we knew about one of the most mind-boggling aviation disasters in recent memory. The more we learn, the more we realize this was no accident. Something sinister was at play, and it's only now that the disturbing truth is beginning to surface. Unraveling the mystery of the century.
In his free time, Ian begins pouring through satellite maps of the possible flight paths, concentrating on the rainforests of Southeast Asia.
I traced the arc that runs from North Asia down to the southern Indian Ocean. I was hoping I would see like a load of crushed trees.
In 2019, Ian Wilson thought MH370 might have crashed in a jungle, making it hard to find. He looked at Southeast Asian rainforests and found a plain image in the Cambodian jungle.
After days of scrolling without any luck, Ian suddenly stumbles upon something unmistakable. An object shaped exactly like an airplane.
However, experts later said it was a different plane. Ian and his brother Jackie still believe they are on the right track. Meanwhile, a new theory suggests a hidden passenger might have hijacked the plane without being noticed. This idea gained attention as investigators looked deeper into the flight's disappearance. A mysterious 196-pound cargo was added to the flight list, raising more questions. Was it intentional or a mistake? The reasons behind this are still unknown. As investigations continue, 4 possible hijacking scenarios emerge: a crew member, passenger, unusual stowaway, or remote hijacking. Some experts think hijacking is possible, while others are cautious. The search for answers goes on, leaving many questions about MH370's disappearance. Will we ever find the truth? Only time will tell. As the mystery deepens, families of the passengers and crew are left with only questions. How could this have happened? What really occurred on that fateful flight? The investigation has been marked by twists and turns, with new revelations shedding light on the plane's final moments. But the truth remains elusive, leaving the world to wonder if we will ever know what really happened to MH370. The case of MH370 is a reminder that even in today's world of advanced technology and surveillance, mysteries can still unfold. It's a testament to the complexities of aviation and the importance of continued investigation and inquiry. As we continue to search for answers, we honor the memories of those on board and seek closure for their loved ones. Shocking new evidence reveals catastrophic crash.
In a remarkable turn of events, technicians in London used Doppler shift logs to discover something unprecedented: the exact location of an aeroplane. It was in Marseille that this groundbreaking feat took place, specifically at 2:40 a.m. The aeroplane, previously thought to be on a straight path, surprised everyone by making a significant turn southwards.
In a major breakthrough, London technicians used special logs to find the exact location of Malaysian Flight 370, a plane thought to be lost forever. What they found was surprising. The plane suddenly turned south over Sumatra, Indonesia, at 2:40 a.m., instead of flying straight. This unexpected turn has raised more questions than answers, leaving investigators and families of the passengers wondering what could have caused such a drastic change in course. Experts think the plane then flew towards Antarctica, much farther than it was supposed to go. This new direction suggests that something was seriously amiss, and the plane was no longer in control. But 6 hours later, the logs showed something shocking. The plane dropped rapidly, up to 5 times faster than normal. It crashed into the ocean just minutes later, likely breaking into pieces on impact. Digital evidence shows this was not a planned landing, but a terrible accident. The plane fell apart, leaving many questions unanswered. Despite this new information, we still don't know exactly where or why the plane crashed. We need more physical evidence to uncover the truth. The search for answers continues, and investigators are working tirelessly to piece together the events of that fateful night. The families of the passengers and crew deserve closure, and the world waits with bated breath for the truth to be revealed. MH370's shocking flight path revealed.
Secret details from the Malaysian Air Force revealed that after MH370 disappeared from the radar, it made a sudden turn to the southwest. Then, it changed its course back over the Malay Peninsula and circled around Penang Island. From there, the plane flew northwest, passing over the Malacca Strait and eventually disappearing from radar coverage over the Andaman Sea.
The aviation world is stunned by new discoveries about MH370's final hours. After disappearing from radar, the plane made a surprising U-turn to the southwest, circling Penang Island before heading northwest over the Malacca Strait. This unusual detour lasted an hour, ruling out typical hijacking or pilot suicide theories. Investigating MH370's disappearance has been a unique challenge for authorities, who are still trying to understand what happened. The world is struggling to comprehend how a modern Boeing 777 with advanced technology and backup communication systems could vanish without a trace. Many theories have emerged, despite initial denials and attempts by Malaysian officials to hide the truth. It's hard to believe that a plane with so much technology could disappear in today's connected world. Yet, MH370's disappearance has led to many ideas, some unlikely but all intriguing. As the truth slowly comes to light, one thing is clear: this is a mystery like no other. As the search for answers continues, families of the passengers and crew are left with only questions. How could this happen? Why was the plane's route altered? And what ultimately led to its disappearance? The investigation has been marked by twists and turns, with new revelations shedding light on the plane's final moments. But the truth remains elusive, leaving the world to wonder if we will ever know what really happened to MH370. New theories about Malaysia Flight 370's disappearance. It's been 7 years since Malaysia Flight 370 disappeared, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and speculation. Now, new ideas are coming out that challenge what we thought happened. One idea is that the plane might have been accidentally shot down during a military exercise between Thailand and the US. This could have happened because of miscommunication, technical problems, or human mistake. It's possible that the plane was mistaken for a target or got caught in the middle of a training exercise gone wrong. Mark Tegan, a former airline director, says he saw satellite pictures of unknown planes in the area at the time. He also got threats telling him to stop talking about it, which makes him think there might be a cover-up. This raises more questions. Who could be behind the threats, and what are they trying to hide? Other ideas say that MH370 might have been mistaken for an enemy plane and shot down by a country's military. This could have happened if the plane went off course, lost contact, or looked like another plane. It's a chilling thought that a simple mistake could have led to such a tragic outcome. A British author, Nigel Cawthorne, thinks that US TIE fighter jets might have shot down MH370 because they thought it was heading towards their military base. He also wonders if something valuable on the plane caught someone's attention. Was there something or someone on board that was considered a threat? Some people think that MH370's disappearance was part of a bigger plan to hide something. Maybe there was a valuable cargo or passenger on board that someone wanted to keep secret. But these ideas don't have enough proof or clear reasons. We need more evidence to understand what really happened. So, which idea do you think is most likely? Was MH370's disappearance an accident, a mistake, or something more? We still don't know the truth, and it's up to us to keep searching for answers. Unraveling the enigma of MH370, a captain's dark secret. The disappearance of MH370 has led to a theory that the captain might have been involved. Could the captain have taken control of the plane without using force? This idea is unsettling, but it has happened before. In the past, there have been similar incidents. For example, in 1997, the captain of Silkair Flight 185 allegedly turned off important recorders on a Boeing 737 before crashing it into a river. In 1999, the co-pilot of Egyptair Flight 990 intentionally crashed the plane into the sea, killing everyone on board. More recently, just a month before MH370 disappeared, the captain of Mozambique Airlines Flight 470 crashed his plane from a high altitude, killing everyone on board. Another example is the Germanwings Airbus, which deliberately crashed into the French Alps on March 24, 2015, killing all passengers and crew. However, it's hard to believe that the co-pilot of MH370 was involved. He was a young and optimistic person who was looking forward to his wedding, with no signs of personal problems or mental health issues. As we continue to investigate the disappearance of MH370, we are reminded that the truth can be complicated and hard to understand. There are many theories, but the reality remains a mystery. Will we ever find out what really happened to MH370? The search for answers continues, with investigators exploring every possible lead. From the plane's unusual flight path to the strange cargo on board, every detail is being scrutinized. But as the days turn into years, hope is fading for the families of the passengers and crew. Will we ever uncover the truth behind this aviation enigma, or will it remain a mystery forever? Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you're as fascinated by this mystery as we are, be sure to hit that subscribe button and a little bell icon to turn on notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when we drop new content. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think really happened to MH370?
A massive crack in the ground that's estimated to be up to 50 feet deep has opened up in Kenya seemingly overnight.
On the banks of the Buzul, crocodiles and men live and eat side by side.
There are millions of these formations, called fairy circles, in the Namib Desert, and they are a bit of a mystery.
The suspense is palpable. Deep within the African continent, a team of intrepid scientists is presently making a groundbreaking discovery that is sending shockwaves through the academic community. This extraordinary find is so astounding, so utterly breathtaking, that it is poised to revolutionize our understanding of human history and challenge the very fabric of our knowledge. The question on everyone's lips is, what could this revelation possibly be? And the answer, dear friends, is so mesmerizing, so awe-inspiring, that it is leaving experts and laymen alike utterly speechless. So join us on this thrilling journey of discovery as we delve into the very heart of this enigmatic mystery and uncover the secrets that have been hiding in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered. Africa's oldest dinosaur uncovered in Zimbabwe. Researchers have made an exciting discovery in Zimbabwe, finding the remains of Africa's oldest dinosaur, the Memberosaurus rothi. This amazing creature lived over 230 million years ago and was only 1 meter tall. It had a long neck, sharp teeth, and 2 legs.
Some of the remains of Africa's oldest known dinosaur, the Memberosaurus rat. Scientists say it lived 230 million years ago during the Canyon stage of the late Triassic period.
The discovery was made during 2 expeditions to the Zambezi Valley in 2017 and 2019. The Memberosaurus rothi is a type of sauropodomorph related to the large sauropod dinosaurs that walked on 4 legs. This is a groundbreaking find, says Darlington Manikwa, Deputy Director of National Museums and Monuments of Zimbabwe. Fossils from the Triassic period are very rare, and this discovery helps us learn more about the evolution and migration of early dinosaurs. The Memberosaurus rothi is the oldest confirmed dinosaur found in Africa and is part of the family that includes the famous Diplodocus and Brontosaurus. Prof. Anusuya Chinsami-Turan says, this discovery shows that early dinosaurs lived in a hot, humid environment, not a dry, hostile one. Scientists are excited to learn more and expect to make further discoveries in the region. The search for our ancient history continues, and we will keep you updated on any new findings. This incredible discovery opens up new possibilities for understanding the ancient world. The Embryrosaurus rathi provides a unique window into the lives of early dinosaurs and their habitats. As researchers continue to study this remarkable creature, we can expect to uncover even more secrets about our fascinating ancient past. The discovery of the Embryrosaurus rathi is a testament to the importance of continued exploration and research. Who knows what other secrets lie hidden in the earth, waiting to be uncovered? One thing is certain, this find has sparked a new wave of excitement and curiosity about the ancient world.
We are hoping to find more, because if we happen to find this one, to us, it's inspiring, and it's showing that there's a potential of finding even more of these things that haven't been found before.
The mystery of the fairy circle solved. For over 50 years, scientists have been curious about the fairy circles in the Namib Desert.
There are millions of these formations called fairy circles in the Namib Desert, and they are a bit of a mystery.
These are circular patches of bare ground surrounded by grass. Now, a new study has finally figured out why they are there. A team of researchers, led by Stephen Getson, has made a big discovery. They found that the grasses around the circles have a special way of getting water. They create a kind of vacuum around their roots, which pulls in water. This makes the center of the circle dry and bare. This is an example of eco-hydrological feedback. The circles act like reservoirs, helping the grasses at the edges survive while the ones in the middle die. This helps the plants adapt to the desert getting drier.
It was thought they were created by termites eating the grass, or that the plants somehow arranged themselves into the pattern.
The study also showed that termites are not to blame for the fairy circles, like some scientists thought. Instead, the grasses are competing with each other for water, which leads to some of them dying. Getson's research helps us understand how plants survive in tough environments. He thinks plants are smart and work together to make patterns and shapes that help them live. This discovery has helped us understand the fairy circles. We now know that plants can do amazing things to survive in harsh conditions. As researchers continue to study this, we may learn even more secrets of the natural world. The fairy circles are a remarkable example of how plants can adapt to their surroundings. By working together and using clever strategies, they can thrive in even the toughest conditions. This research can also help us understand how to protect and preserve these unique ecosystems. Getson and his team are excited to continue their research and see what other secrets the fairy circles hold. They believe that by studying these natural wonders, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and beauty of the natural world.
Fairy circles are these round gaps in the grassland that are spread out pretty uniformly.
If you ask the local people, they have their own cultural beliefs too. Some see the fairy circles as a gift from heavenly deities, while others believe they are God's footprints in the sand. Or, better yet, are they simply the work of unexplained UFOs? Cue the Unsolved Mysteries theme song.
Discover the haunting beauty of Dead Vley. Namib Desert, there's a mysterious place that looks like something from another world. Dead Vley, meaning dead marsh, is a dry white clay pan surrounded by huge sand dunes. Here, you'll find ancient dead trees standing like skeletons, their twisted branches reaching up towards the sky. Just 900 years ago, this empty valley was a thriving oasis, full of life and energy. But as the climate changed and the desert grew, the valley lost its water supply and the forest died. The harsh climate has preserved the trees, leaving them as ghostly reminders of the past. This strange and beautiful place has captivated photographers, filmmakers, and adventurers from around the world. The contrast between the white clay pan and the blackened trees creates a dramatic and otherworldly atmosphere. The lack of plant life makes you feel like you're in a deserted, abandoned place. Dead Vley shows us the power of the desert and how short life can be. But it also shows us the beauty of nature, even in the harshest conditions. This haunting landscape is a must-see for anyone looking for an unforgettable experience. As you walk among the skeletal trees, you'll feel a sense of wonder and respect for the natural world. Dead Vlei is a place where time stands still, where the past and present meet. It's a discovery that will leave you in awe and inspired. The silence of Dead Vlei is almost palpable, broken only by the wind whispering through the trees. The sun beats down relentlessly, casting long shadows across the clay pan. It's a place that's both haunting and beautiful, a reminder of the transience of life and the enduring power of nature. As you explore Dead Vlei, you'll uncover the secrets of this ancient landscape. You'll see the fossilized trees, their branches frozen in time, and the sand dunes constantly shifting and changing. You'll feel the harsh conditions that have created this unique landscape, and you'll be inspired by the beauty that has emerged from it. Africa's transformation. A new continent emerges. In Ethiopia's Afar region, a remarkable phenomenon is unfolding. The African continent is gradually breaking apart, with this area at its epicenter. The Nubian, Arabian, and Somalian tectonic plates are converging, causing the Earth's crust to thin and magma to rise, creating a unique landscape of volcanoes, hot springs, and geysers.
A massive crack in the ground that's estimated to be up to 50 feet deep has opened up in Kenya seemingly overnight. The crack stretches along Kenya's Great Rift Valley, and many scientists believe it could end up splitting the continent apart. Deborah Pata is tracking developments from Johannesburg, South Africa.
In 2005, a massive fissure emerged in the East African Rift Valley, measuring over 50 feet deep and 65 feet wide. Scientists predict that this crack will expand over time, eventually dividing Africa into two separate continents. The implications are profound. Somalia, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Tanzania may form a new continent, while the rest of Africa remains unchanged.
This was all flat surface until about a week ago. The land was softened by a combination of heavy rains and seismic activity causing the earth to split. Farmlands were separated down the middle and water supplies were cut.
As the rift widens, a new ocean will form between East Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. This will reshape the coastlines of Kenya and Uganda, potentially granting them new shores. The consequences of this transformation will be far-reaching, impacting the environment, economies, and cultures of the affected regions. This phenomenon serves as a powerful reminder of the Earth's dynamic nature. The ground we stand on is constantly shifting, reshaping our planet's surface. Scientists are eager to study this process, gaining insights into the Earth's history and the forces that shape it. As we continue to explore and understand the splitting of Africa, we are reminded of the awe-inspiring power of geological forces. This incredible discovery will captivate and inspire us, offering a glimpse into the ever-changing world we inhabit. The transformation of Africa is a testament to the Earth's perpetual motion, shaping our planet's future and challenging our understanding of its past. A special friendship in Bézoul. In the village of Bézoul, Burkina Faso, something amazing has been happening for centuries. Crocodiles, usually feared for their deadly nature, have become friendly and playful with humans. This extraordinary bond has been a cornerstone of the village's culture and identity.
Even in the village, when there's a drought, we ask for the crocodile's blessing. And later, 2 or 3 hours later, or during the night, there will be rain.
A long time ago, in the 15th century, a severe drought hit the village. But then, something unexpected happened. Guardian crocodiles appeared and led the villagers to a hidden pond, saving them from thirst. The villagers were so grateful that they celebrated and honored the crocodiles, starting a special bond between humans and crocodiles.
On the banks of the Bézoul, crocodiles and men live and eat side by side. In this small village, these animals and humans have coexisted peacefully for centuries.
Every year, the villagers hold a big ceremony called Lakra. They offer sacrifices and ask the crocodiles for good health, prosperity, and a good harvest. During the dry season, crocodiles often visit family homes, and the villagers protect their nests from harm. The villagers even believe that these gentle creatures are the spirits of their ancestors and give them funerals, just like humans. This incredible friendship shows us that even the most unlikely animals can become close to humans. The villagers' respect and care for the crocodiles remind us of the importance of living in harmony with nature and appreciating the connections between all living beings. As we learn more about this special bond, we are reminded of the amazing diversity of human-animal relationships and the need to preserve them for future generations. The villagers' connection with the crocodiles has also taught them valuable lessons about coexistence, trust, and reciprocity. By honoring and protecting the crocodiles, the villagers have ensured the continuation of this unique friendship. As we face the challenges of environmental degradation and species extinction, the story of Bezul's crocodiles inspires us to reevaluate our relationship with nature and work towards a more harmonious coexistence. I hope you are like the video. Be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment below. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. We've got more amazing stories and fascinating facts coming your way, and we wouldn't want you to miss out. So share this video with your friends and family.
That plane's moving again.
Tomo and Hiro, two brave ghost hunters, went to an abandoned school that people said was haunted by children's spirits. Many people claimed to have seen ghostly figures in the windows, but police found nothing. One officer, however, felt a strange presence and heard footsteps in an empty room. Tomo and Hiro were curious, so they decided to explore the school and record their findings.
かなりでも荒らされてるね。
なんかあんまりそういう机とか椅子とかっていうのがさ、
ないね。
ないもんね。
お、びっくりした。今ここに人影が見えたの。
その影から覗いてた。い
や、なんかここに立ってるように見えた。ここにね。
わ
あ。なんか落とした。え？あったな。
いや、してる。
してるよね。
してるよ。いや、さすがに。
待って、ちょっと誰かいない？
As they walked through the dark hallways, they heard strange noises and eerie sounds. They didn't know what they would discover. When they looked at their footage, they found a creepy photo of a dark figure sitting at a desk with a strange drawing. This made them very scared. Hiro wanted to know the truth, so he went back to the school alone, even though it seemed like a bad idea. As Hiro walked through the school, things started to feel very scary. He heard a weird laugh and saw a dark figure disappear.
さっき撮ったやつでしょ？
そう。ほんと黒い物体だから、なんか人には見えないんだけど。うーって聞こえたでしょ今絶対入ってるよね。おお、待って今人いたよな。ちょっと待って。
He kept going, but the school seemed to be getting closer and closer. In the room where he saw the figure, he waited quietly. But then he heard strange noises and a loud bang. A scary face came out from under the desk and looked at him. Hiro ran away, But the horror wasn't over yet. Tomo wanted to know the truth too, so he went to the school alone, even after Hiro's scary experience. As he walked through the rooms, he heard creepy sounds and footsteps following him. In the same room where Hiro saw the scary face, Tomo waited with his camera, hoping to find evidence of ghosts. But when he took his last photos, he realized he wasn't alone. The dark figure from the previous photo was standing behind him, but he didn't see it until he looked at the pictures. This experience will haunt Tomo forever. Tomo and Hiro's investigation made people wonder if they really found a malevolent spirit in the abandoned school. The evidence suggests they did, but the truth is still hidden, waiting to be discovered. A normal family home turns into a place of terror. A home security camera catches a shocking scene that will leave you stunned. The camera, installed to provide a sense of safety and security, instead reveals a chilling presence lurking in the shadows. At first, the video seems ordinary, but as it plays, a strange figure appears. It moves very fast, and its blurry shape looks like a person. The figure's movements are unnatural, jerky, and unsettling, making it clear that something is amiss. When the footage is slowed down and zoomed in, the details become even scarier. The figure's movements are too quick, too erratic, and too unnatural, hinting at something sinister lurking in the darkness. The image is grainy, but the sense of dread is palpable. Some people don't believe it's real and think it's just a clever trick using computer-generated imagery, CGI, but others think it's something more ominous. A genuine ghost sighting. They point to the figure's strange movements and the unexplained presence as evidence of something paranormal. The truth remains unknown, but one thing is certain. This footage will haunt your dreams. Watch at your own risk, but be warned. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. The image will linger in your mind, leaving you wondering if the truth is more terrifying than fiction. In 1969, the Cleveland Masonic Temple stood as a haunting reminder of the past. Its grandeur had faded, leaving only a whisper of its former glory. Chris, a curious explorer, wanted to capture the temple's fading beauty, but his journey led him into the heart of darkness. As Chris ventured deeper into the temple's labyrinthine corridors, he felt an eerie presence. It was as if unseen hands were touching his back, sending shivers down his spine. He couldn't see anyone, but the feeling of being watched was overwhelming. Chris shouted, "I swear, something just touched me." His voice is shaking with fear.
What the fuck? Something touched me. I swear to God. I swear to God. I feel like something just touched my back. I don't know if it was my book bag flopped on my back or what. It scared the fuck out of me. I swear to God.
Despite his growing unease, Chris tried to calm down and continued exploring. But the temple had other plans.
Shit. Fucking door just closed.
Doors slammed shut, and fleeting figures darted around corners. Chris faced the supernatural head-on, and his camera captured every terrifying moment. The strange events in the temple left many questions unanswered. Was the temple's mysterious past and rumored rituals the cause of the paranormal activity, or was it just Chris's imagination playing tricks on him? One thing was certain. Chris' experience was a chilling reminder of the horrors that lurked within the Cleveland Masonic Temple's crumbling walls. Chris on his doomed exploration and witnesses the unsettling events that unfolded in the temple's abandoned halls. But be warned, once you've seen it, you can't forget it. The horrors within will haunt your dreams forever. As you step into the temple's depths, the air grows thick with tension. Shadows dance across walls, and the silence is oppressive. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched, that unblinking eyes are trained on you. Will you dare to explore the Cleveland Masonic Temple's darkest secrets? If so, proceed with caution, for once you've entered, there's no turning back. Since starting their antique collection, strange things have been happening in this person's home. The most shocking evidence is a doll's arm moving behind glass, which can't be explained.
The doll seems...
Every night, old objects in the house come to life and cause trouble. A stroller moves by itself, and a doll sits up before falling back down, as if something invisible is playing with it. The kitchen has become a scary place. With a spoon seeming to be thrown by an unseen force. Even the family cat feels the eerie atmosphere, running away in fear after seeing something floating near the ceiling. But the most terrifying moment is when an entity starts twisting crosses, a sign of something evil at work. It's not just a prank or a trick of the light. Security cameras might give some clues, but one thing is sure, this house is a hub of horror, and things are getting worse. Can you explain these scary events, or are the antiques really coming to life? Francesco's life changed for the worse when he moved into a new home. Strange things started happening, so he shared his story on social media to get help. At first, loud bangs happened day and night. Then he heard creepy cackling sounds, and his things went missing. Francesco thought a bad entity was haunting him, and most people on social media agreed. In his first video, Francesco checked out strange noises in his bathroom. The shower curtain moved by itself and fell down. This was just the start of his scary ordeal.
Hola? Miren, chico, mire.
Francesco found a toy keyboard playing alone and wouldn't turn off. The loud bangs kept happening and doors shut suddenly. He was so scared that he asked for help on TikTok. After talking to Father Jose, a priest, Francesco got some bad news. The entity wasn't just in the house, it was following him, and had been his whole life. For a few weeks, things were quiet, but then Francesco recorded some creepy sounds like breathing and moaning. He thought the entity was getting stronger. In his last video, Francesco saw a scary pale face at his door and ran away. People on TikTok were freaked out, thinking Francesco was being haunted by something evil. But some wondered if it was all just a stunt to get famous. On March 23, 2022, a mysterious channel called Is Anybody There? Posted a chilling video. The channel has been sharing spooky videos about a haunted kitchen for a year. The uploader's bravery in documenting her paranormal experiences has captivated viewers, but the latest video is the most unsettling yet. In the latest video, strange things start happening just 10 seconds in. The uploader sets up her camera and says, "I've been hearing noises in the kitchen again. Lots of movement." Then, a plate moves by itself, and objects start flying and crashing to the floor. The uploader asks, "Why are you doing this to me?" But there's no answer. The eerie silence makes the experience even more terrifying.
Guys, I've just put the camera on because the kettle's went on again. I've heard things in the kitchen again. And that plate's moving again. Oh my God, guys. Oh, guys. Oh. Oh. Why are you doing this to me?
Most people commenting think the uploader is dealing with a real ghost. Not many people doubt it. The video is too new for the problem to be solved. The uploader should think about moving out before things get worse. Will she escape the ghost's grasp, or will it take over? Her fate is uncertain. As the video continues, the uploader's fear becomes more apparent. She's visibly shaken, and her cries for help are heart-wrenching. The kitchen, once a warm and welcoming space, has become a hub of horror. The uploader's experience serves as a reminder that the paranormal can be unpredictable and dangerous. Will she find a way to overcome this malevolent force, or will it consume her? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching these scary stories and spooky events. We hope you made it through the frightening experience, but be careful. The darkness might stay with you. The shadows might follow you home, and the ghosts might haunt your dreams. So, lock your doors, turn on the lights, and wait for morning. In the world of horror, the scares never really end.
Ay, cabrón. No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No.
A man was shopping when he suddenly became very scared. He looked terrified, his body shook, and he stumbled backward. At first, it seemed like he was having a mental breakdown, maybe because of a bad memory or anxiety. But then, something strange happened. An object fell off a shelf, and a ghostly figure appeared in the glass reflection. It was like something evil was in the room. The store's camera recorded the whole thing, and the video is really creepy. You can hear the man screaming and the sound of breaking glass. Witnesses say even scarier things happened after that. Some saw the ghostly figure hiding in the shadows, and others had strange experiences in the days that followed. What made the man act so strangely? Was it something paranormal, like a bad spirit in the store? Or is there a more normal explanation, like a dark secret someone is hiding? Watch the video and decide for yourself, if you're brave enough. A couple was sleeping peacefully in their bed, dreaming, when something horrifying happened. An invisible force suddenly pulled the man's foot, yanking him towards the edge of the bed. The couple was overwhelmed with fear, trapped in a nightmare. The man screamed, his voice piercing the darkness, and his wife joined in, their cries echoing together in terror. Then, a chilling laughter started, surrounding them like a vice. What was behind this sinister attack? Was it a malevolent spirit or a dark entity that had been waiting to strike? Or was it something even more evil, beyond understanding? The couple's minds raced with questions, but one thing was certain: their lives would never be the same again. A young man was watching TV when he heard strange noises outside. It sounded like a child was playing, but he was alone in the house and had no kids. He felt scared and curious, so he grabbed his camera to see what was happening. What he saw was unbelievable. The video shows feet that seem to belong to a girl, but when he gets closer, they disappear. The young man was shocked and confused. He couldn't understand what he was seeing. He played the video back several times, but the result was always the same. The feet vanished into thin air. He was both fascinated and terrified by what he was seeing. We don't know where this video came from, but it's very scary. The way it was filmed makes us think it might be from a famous ghost hunter, but we're not sure. The footage is shaky and shrouded in darkness, adding to the eerie atmosphere. One thing is certain: this video will give you goosebumps. It's a chilling reminder that there are things in this world that we can't explain, and that sometimes the most terrifying things are the ones that we can't see. As the man played the piano at home one night, a sense of dread filled the room. The temperature dropped, and a strange presence appeared. At first, nothing was visible, but then strange things started happening. The piano keys moved on their own, playing a scary melody that made his spine tingle. The man was so frightened that he couldn't move or speak. He was frozen in terror, unable to do anything but watch as the piano played itself. The music was haunting and eerie, filling the room with an unsettling atmosphere. It was as if something was trying to communicate with him, but he didn't know what or why. The man's heart raced with fear, and his mind raced with questions. What was happening? Why was this happening to him? And how could he make it stop? This terrifying experience shows us that things we can't see can be the most frightening. That night, the man realized that we are never truly alone, and that some entities that exist with us might not be from this world. He was left shaken and disturbed, wondering if he would ever be able to feel safe in his own home again. A couple is very scared because their home is haunted by a bad entity. They go to many mediums for help, but they are told that the entity might be a demon, which makes them even more afraid. In a scary video, the woman gets out of bed slowly, looking confused and lost. She walks to a big mirror in the next room, as if drawn to it. What's really creepy is that a chair starts moving on its own after she walks by, like something evil is making it move. The woman stares at the mirror, which some people think is a doorway to the spirit world. Is she being controlled by a demon, or is she just sleepwalking? The truth is still unknown, but it's clear that this family is facing a terrifying horror. A man opened an internet cafe in the Philippines. Strange things happened at night when the cafe was closed. The man and his girlfriend felt like someone was watching them when they stayed late to work. One night, the girlfriend went to the cafe to work. Something strange happened that surprised her. As she sat down, a headset moved by itself, making her jump. She tried to stay calm and left the room. But when she came back, the red chair and keyboard were moving on their own. She tried to fix them and keep working, but the headset flew off the desk. That's when she knew she had to leave. Fast. She quickly gathered her things and ran out of the cafe, not looking back. She didn't stop until she was safely in her car, driving away from the eerie place. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was following her, watching her. She didn't go back to the cafe for a long time, afraid of what might happen next. Is the cafe haunted, or is someone playing a trick? One thing is sure, this place is scary at night, and you wouldn't want to be there alone. The internet cafe was once a cozy spot, but now it's a place of fear and uncertainty. Will anyone dare to enter its doors again? Brandon Costa woke up to a strange noise outside his room. He quickly grabbed his phone and started recording, but what he recorded left him very disturbed. A few days earlier, Brandon had played with a Ouija board. Now he believed that the strange things happening were supernatural.
Ay, cabrón. No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No. Ay, no manches.
While recording, a face appeared in the doorway, looked at him, and then disappeared. But the scariest part happened next. The bedroom door closed by itself. People watching were shocked, but not totally surprised. Brandon had used the Ouija board in a reckless way. Still, what he went through was very terrifying. The recording will give you chills. Watch if you dare, but be warned. You might regret it. He had unleashed a malevolent force, and now it was haunting him. The face in the doorway seemed to be watching him, waiting for its next move. Brandon knew he had to get rid of the Ouija board, but it was too late. The damage was done. The video spread like wildfire online, with many viewers claiming to see strange shadows and movements in the background. Some even reported experiencing strange occurrences after watching the video. Brandon's reckless use of the Ouija board had unleashed a horror beyond his wildest imagination. He was left to wonder, would he ever be able to escape the wrath of the malevolent force he had awakened? The shadows hide a darkness that waits to attack, and when it does, you can't escape the fear that follows. The supernatural events were a serious warning that some fears are real and must be faced, and some terrors are too strong to be controlled.
The noise is known as the Windsor hum, mysteriously heard on the Canadian side.
Yeah, man, have you ever delved into that whole vanished village of Angikuni thing? Dude, it's wild. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of villages.
But it was a few days ago that some surfers on social media reported that they had noticed health issues with their throat and eyes after entering the water.
The mysterious history of Angikuni Lake, a village vanishes. In the frozen wilderness of northern Canada, a strange event occurred in 1930. Joe LaBelle, a lone trapper, arrived at an Inuit village on the shores of Angikuni Lake, only to find it deserted. The villagers had vanished, leaving behind their homes, food, clothing, and even their dogs. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police investigated but found no trace of the missing people.
An entire town of men, women, and children vanished in the harsh northern winter of 1930. Even the dead were missing from their graves. The Lake Angikuni mystery has subsequently become one of Canada's most lasting unsolved mysteries.
The story of Angikuni Lake has become a legendary mystery in Canadian history. But what really happened? The facts are shrouded in uncertainty, and the truth is still unknown. The story begins with Joe LaBelle's account of his discovery. He reported finding the village empty, with no signs of struggle or disturbance. The police investigation turned up nothing, and the case remains unsolved. But there are many inconsistencies in the story. LaBelle's description of the village and its inhabitants raises questions, and the presence of kayaks and sealskin garments in the landlocked village is suspicious. The police found no evidence of a large population, and the area is too remote to support a village of that size.
The title of the newspaper was Village of the Dead. This news caused a wave of fear in the whole of Canada, because in North Canada, an entire tribe had disappeared without a trace, night and day.
The earliest recorded account of the event was published in 1930 by Emmett E. Keller in the Halifax Herald. However, the article's authenticity is questionable, and the photograph accompanying it was later revealed to be a generic image from the RCMP archives. The story lay dormant for 28 years until Frank Edwards' book, Stranger Than Science, revived it in 1959. Edward's version of events added more details, but his sources are unknown. The story then disappeared again until 1976, when Dwight Whalen's article in FAT magazine brought it back to life. However, Whalen's investigation revealed that the RCMP had no record of the event, and the story was likely fabricated. Despite this, the legend of Anglican Lake continued to grow, with UFO writers adding their own twists and exaggerations.
If one villager suddenly vanished into thin air, you might consider it to be a bit careless, but when the entire population of a village disappears overnight without explanation, it begins to sound a little bit suspicious. Yet legend has it that this is exactly what happened to the Inuit population of the village of Anjakuni in Canada in 1930. It's a story that has taken...
Today, the truth behind the mysterious village remains a mystery. Was it a hoax, a misinterpretation, or something more sinister? The facts are still shrouded in uncertainty, leaving us to wonder what really happened at Anjakuni Lake.
Yeah, man, have you ever delved into that whole vanished village of Anjakuni thing? Dude, it's wild. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of villages.
Uncovering the secrets of the Valley of Death. In Russia's far east, a mysterious valley is hidden in the icy wilderness. The Kamchatka Peninsula, famous for its volcanoes, has a dangerous secret. Animals enter the valley, but never leave. In this deadly place, many creatures, big and small, die. Even animals that eat other animals, like wolverines, get killed by the valley's strange power. The dead bodies, frozen in the snow, showed no signs of injury or sickness.
But it was a few days ago that some surfers on social media reported that they had noticed health issues with their throat and eyes after entering the water. Many people reporting that they had nausea, weakness, and a high temperature.
The killer is invisible, leaving behind only a faint trace of a common gas. This is the Valley of Death, a place of mystery and fear. Few people have dared to explore it, and even fewer have returned to tell the story. In 1975, a scientist named Vladimir Leonov discovered the valley's dark secret. He was a volcanologist, studying the unique geological features of the peninsula. But what he found was beyond anything he could have imagined. Leonov's discovery led to a series of events, with scientists and military personnel visiting the valley. Many people believe that strange experiments were conducted there, but the truth remains a secret. Some say that the military was searching for a new weapon, one that could harness the valley's deadly power. Others claim that scientists were trying to uncover the secrets of the valley's unique ecosystem. When you enter the valley, the silence is eerie. The only sound is the soft hiss of volcanic gas, a reminder of the valley's deadly power. Animals roam freely, unaware of the danger, attracted by the lush vegetation. But their fate is sealed. They will die in the valley's toxic embrace.
Local residents had been uploading images to Instagram of dead animals that they had found up and down the shores. The likes of octopus, squid, sea urchins, and even mammals in some cases were found up and down the shores of the Kamchatka Peninsula.
The Valley of Death remains a mystery, a place where science and horror meet. Those who venture in must face the dark forces that dwell within. Will you be the next to uncover its secrets, or will you fall victim to its deadly charm? The choice is yours, but beware. Death lurks around every corner. As you explore the valley, you can't help but feel a sense of unease. The air is thick with an otherworldly presence, and the ground seems to tremble beneath your feet. You know that you are not alone, that unblinking eyes are watching you from the shadows. And then there is the gas, a colorless, odorless killer that strikes without warning. Despite the danger, you are drawn deeper into the valley, driven by a morbid curiosity. What secrets lie hidden in this deadly place? What terrors await those who dare to enter? The Valley of Death is a place of dark wonder, a place where the unknown and the unknowable lurk, and you are about to become its next victim. The Doomed Expedition, a mysterious journey into the Arctic. In 1900, Baron Eduard von Toll led a Russian team on an expedition to explore the Arctic Ocean and find Sannikov Land. They sailed into dangerous ice fields and uncharted waters, facing many challenges along the way. Despite their determination and some important discoveries, their journey ended in tragedy. Toll and 3 team members went on a dangerous journey to Bennett Island, leaving behind a note that said they believed in their luck. But they never returned, and their fate remains a mystery to this day. The team's notes and records didn't reveal much about what happened to them. They vanished into the Arctic wilderness, leaving behind only traces of their presence. The final days of the expedition are still a mystery, and their story serves as a reminder of the risks of exploring the unknown. Here's a summary of the text in 2 sentences. Baron Eduard von Toll led a Russian team on a doomed expedition to explore the Arctic Ocean and find Sannikov Land in 1900. The team faced many dangers and challenges, and their fate remains a mystery to this day, serving as a reminder of the risks of exploring the unknown. Mysterious pinging noise baffles Canadians. A strange noise called pinging has been heard in the cold waters of Nunavut, Canada's northernmost territory. The noise has been heard for several months in the remote Fury and Hecla Strait. Despite efforts to find out where it's coming from, the source of the noise remains a mystery. The Canadian Department of National Defence investigated the noise and sent a military plane to search the area. However, they didn't find anything unusual. They thought it might be coming from submarines, but that wasn't the case. Locals in the small Arctic community of Igloolik say the pinging noise is scaring away wildlife, which is essential for their food and livelihood.
The Canadian military is investigating a strange beeping sound coming from the floor of the Arctic Sea. The area is a major hunting spot in the summer and winter months, and the sound apparently even has the animals spooked. So spooked, reports say there were hardly any there.
The mysterious noise has even been discussed in the Nunavut legislature, with member George Kulad expressing concerns about its impact on the environment. The area where the noise has been heard is a popular migration route for bowhead whales, bearded seals, and ringed seals. However, hunters haven't seen any wildlife in the area this summer. There would be many in that area, Kulad said, but this summer, there were none. Locals have different theories about the source of the noise, but none have been proven. Some blame a nearby mining company, while others suspect environmental activists. However, both the mining company and Greenpeace deny any involvement.
The Department of National Defense says submarines were unlikely to be the cause, but have not been ruled out. Some blame Baffinland Iron Mines Corporation, which has conducted sonar surveys in the area, but the company says it currently has no equipment in the water. Others went so far as to say Greenpeace is causing the noise to scare away the wildlife from the highly hunted area. The environmental group has denied the claims.
This isn't the first mysterious noise in Canada. For years, residents of Windsor, Ontario, have been bothered by a low rumbling noise called the Windsor hum.
A persistent noise, sometimes compared to an idling truck or the distant rumbling of thunder, is plaguing many who live across the Detroit River.
The noise is known as the Windsor hum, mysteriously heard on the Canadian side, but very few, if any, complaints on the Detroit side of the river.
Despite research, the source of that noise remains unknown. The pinging noise in Nunavut remains a mystery, and its impact on the environment and wildlife is a growing concern.
It's an unsolved mystery, keeping this neighborhood awake at night.
It sounds like 50 trucks starting up when it's very loud.
What is it? There are a lot of theories.
Spaceships from outer space to American military installations.
As the investigation ends, one thing is certain: the Fury and Hecla Strait will keep its secrets for now. The Franklin Expedition, a doomed journey to the Northwest Passage. The Franklin Expedition, led by Sir John Franklin in 1845, aimed to find the Northwest Passage, but ended in tragedy. All 129 crew members died, and the ships were lost for nearly 170 years. The British Navy searched extensively, and Inuit Stories eventually helped find the wrecks in 2014 and 2016. The expedition's story is a testament to human spirit and exploration, despite its tragic fate. In 1845, Sir John Franklin led an expedition to find the Northwest Passage, a dangerous water route through Canada. The trip ended in tragedy, and all 129 crew members died. The British Navy searched for many years, but couldn't find the lost ships, the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror. The expedition seemed promising, but the crew disappeared without a trace. People developed different theories, but the truth remained unknown. The expedition's fate was mysterious, with signs of starvation, scurvy, and lead poisoning. Inuit stories and explorers' findings eventually helped find the wrecks in 2014 and 2016. The discovery shed new light on the expedition's history and showed the importance of Inuit stories. The Franklin expedition story is a reminder of the importance of perseverance, courage, and respect for nature. Despite its tragic fate, the expedition's story continues to inspire explorers, scientists, and historians. Unexplained explosions and strange sounds, a mystery in the skies. On October 11, 2023, a loud explosion shook homes and rattled windows in New Hampshire for 12 seconds. Harvard University's equipment recorded the event, but the cause remained unknown. People shared their ideas on social media, ranging from sonic booms to alien technology. Dr. Lowe, a former Harvard astronomer, started a thorough investigation through the Galileo project.
It's such a great privilege and pleasure to see 70 members of the Galileo project team coming together, celebrating the past year accomplishments of the project.
This project uses special equipment to search for signs of extraterrestrial life and technology in the sky.
It's been great working with the team that we've had, come to the rooftop, hitting your thumb with a hammer, sweating all day, lifting heavy objects, and just working with several of the teammates that have been here for up on the rooftop with me for a few weeks or a couple months now. It's been an honor to work with them and meet these people. I'm excited for what the future holds. This is just a preview of what's to come. Getting a first look at our instrumentation and getting our hands on it.
Some people thought the explosion was caused by a meteor, while others thought it might be alien technology. As the investigation continued, more strange occurrences were reported in the area. On October 12, 2023, a loud noise was detected in Massachusetts, moving at 1,115 feet per second. Dr. Lowe thought the UFO was likely a meteor based on its energy and distance. This happened during the Aryan meteor shower, which can produce up to 25 shooting stars per hour. The meteor shower was visible in the sky, with many people reporting seeing bright streaks of light. On October 20, 2023, a TikTok video showed a strange trumpet-like sound coming from the sky in Mexico. This sparked a lot of interest, with some people thinking it was a sign of the end of the world. The sound also affected local animals, causing dogs to bark and birds to become disturbed. People had different ideas about the origin of the sounds, ranging from scientific to supernatural. Some thought it might be a message from aliens, while others thought it could be a natural phenomenon like a malfunctioning warning siren. NASA said the sounds were just normal background noise, but some people thought they were a bad omen. The internet was flooded with theories, from alien messages to secret government experiments. Dr. Lowe and his team kept investigating, using advanced equipment to find the source of the sounds. They carefully studied the data, analyzed the frequencies, and consulted experts from various fields, but the mystery remained unsolved. Were these strange events just natural phenomena, or was something more sinister at play? Were they a sign of an impending disaster or a message from an unknown entity? The world was left wondering, eagerly awaiting answers that seemed elusive. As the sounds echoed through the skies, the public's imagination ran wild, fueling speculation and fascination. The sky trumpet's enigma had become a global phenomenon, captivating scientists and the public alike, and refusing to give up its secrets. The Oma hum, a mysterious phenomenon. In September 2023, something strange started happening in Oma, Northern Ireland. People began reporting a weird noise at night, now called the Oma hum. This deep, rumbling sound has puzzled both locals and scientists, causing some to feel anxious and uneasy. The hum is described as a low-frequency drone, similar to the sound of a distant engine or a vibrating machine. As the nights went on, the sound continued to disrupt people's sleep, leading to frustration and discomfort. Despite efforts to find its source, the mystery remains unsolved. The local environmental health department, led by Dr. Maria Rodriguez, has been investigating the issue. They have set up sound level meters and noise monitoring devices in various locations around Oma, but so far, no clear source has been identified. Theories about the hum's origin vary widely, from industrial or mechanical sources to psychological or geological factors. Some think it might be linked to the nearby wind farm, while others believe it could be a strange natural occurrence, such as a seismic tremor or an atmospheric pressure change. The Oma hum is one of many unexplained sounds reported worldwide, like the Taos hum in New Mexico, first heard in 1993. Despite thorough scientific investigations, the causes of these sounds remain unknown. The Oma hum's mystery continues to fascinate and unsettle the community, leaving many unanswered questions. As the search for answers continues, residents wonder, what causes this strange sound? Is it natural or sinister? Could it be geological or man-made? The Oma hum remains a puzzle, reminding us that the most inexplicable things can be the most intriguing. It has become a part of daily life, a constant reminder of the mysterious forces around us. As the hum echoes through the city, residents ponder the truth behind this enigmatic sound, a truth that may never be fully revealed. Mysterious sounds in the stratosphere. Researchers in New Mexico made a remarkable discovery in 2023. An unexpected phenomenon occurred in the stratosphere, a layer of the Earth's atmosphere. Scientists sent up special balloons equipped with instruments to measure various phenomena. The balloons detected unusual sounds that surprised the scientists. The balloons were 7 meters in diameter and ascended to an altitude of 20 kilometers, remaining aloft from February 10th to 14th. They recorded sounds louder than those produced by airplanes, which was a significant surprise. When scientists analyzed the recordings, they were amazed to find that the sounds were too quiet for humans to hear and couldn't be identified. Using advanced technologies like machine learning algorithms and signal processing methods, experts studied the sounds to find any patterns or clues that might lead them to the source. The investigation is ongoing, and the world is eagerly waiting to learn the secrets of the stratosphere. The discovery of these strange sounds in the stratosphere has sparked global interest and curiosity, with people wondering what could be causing them. As researchers continue to investigate, they might uncover a new phenomenon or find a groundbreaking explanation for these sounds, which could change our understanding of the Earth's atmosphere and beyond. The potential implications of this discovery are significant, and the scientific community is eager to uncover the truth behind this phenomenon. The mystery of the stratospheric sounds remains a captivating and intriguing enigma, a reminder of the many secrets that still await us in the vast expanse of our atmosphere. The discovery of these strange sounds has opened up new avenues of research, and the scientific community is eager to explore this new frontier. As the investigation continues, the world waits with bated breath for the answers that will uncover the secrets of the stratosphere. Uncovering the source of the Florida rumble. Since 2021, over 5,000 residents in South Tampa, Florida, have joined forces to uncover the source of a strange sound called the Florida rumble. This low-frequency humming noise has been constant, sometimes getting loud enough to shake homes. The affected area is huge, covering many neighborhoods and leaving many residents puzzled and curious. Through crowdfunding, The community has hired scientists to help find the source of the Florida rumble. The effort has gained a lot of attention on Facebook, with the group's membership growing in early 2024 as residents report more frequent and louder instances of the rumble. The community's determination and unity in the face of uncertainty are truly admirable, with many residents sharing their experiences and theories online and in person. Theories about the rumble's source vary widely, ranging from activities at a nearby Air Force base to construction projects, underground parties, or even a sunken party ship. However, Dr. James Lacazio, a Florida-based scholar, has proposed a compelling theory based on his research on drumfish mating calls worldwide. Dr. Lacazio plans to place microphones in the waters around South Tampa to investigate whether drumfish mating calls are behind the phenomenon. Black drumfish, which can grow up to 5.5 feet long and are found in rivers, lakes, and shallow ocean waters, have emerged as prime suspects due to their potentially increasing populations. As investigations continue, the black drumfish remains the leading theory in solving the mystery of the Florida rumble. The community's strong interest and active involvement in the inquiry are heartening, with many residents eagerly awaiting the outcome of Dr. Lacazio's study. Whether or not the drumfish mating calls are confirmed as the cause of the rumble, the community's response to the phenomenon has already shown an impressive and heartwarming display of human connection and cooperation. The sky trumpets remain a fascinating mystery, capturing our curiosity and reminding us of the amazing wonders beyond our understanding. We're grateful for your company on this journey of discovery and hope you found exploring the sky trumpets enlightening and thought-provoking. Please share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. We value your input and enthusiasm. Whether the sky trumpets are a natural wonder or a mysterious signal, they've sparked our imagination and inspired us to explore the unknown further. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts on this intriguing phenomenon.
In 1933, it's claimed that a UFO crashed in the Lombardy region of Italy.
And I knew what it was. I knew it truly was a UFO.
This is the burial site of an alien whose aircraft crashed into a windmill on April 17, 1897.
The Trinity UFO mystery. In August 1945, something strange happened in New Mexico's Jornada del Muerto desert just after the first atomic bomb was tested. Two young boys, Jose Padilla and Remigio Baca, were working at Rancho Padilla in San Antonio, New Mexico, when they saw a bright light in the sky, followed by a loud crash. Curious, they went to the crash site and found a strange object shaped like an avocado with a protruding part. This discovery would change their lives forever.
New descriptions, new interviews that nobody has seen before about Socorro. In all three cases, it wasn't a disc. It wasn't a flying saucer. It was an egg-shaped object.
The U.S. Army quickly arrived and took the object away. The boys were left with many questions and a sense of wonder. The military's secrecy only made them more curious, and they started experiencing strange things. Jose found strange metal pieces on the ranch, and Remigio heard eerie whispers in the wind.
The witnesses hadn't spoken for 65 years. Why? You know, the Air Force hadn't spoken. Well, there was no Air Force in 1945. There was an Army Air Force.
As these events happened, the boys realized they had stumbled upon something big, something that challenged their understanding of the world. Jose and Remigio's families, the Padillas and Bacas, were respected in the community. Their ranches near the Trinity site showed their hard work and dedication. However, the atomic bomb's detonation had already affected the families, causing Jose's mother, Inez, to lose sight in one eye. The family's lives became connected to the mysterious events in the desert that day. Over time, the consequences of the bomb's explosion worsened, and the government's neglect and disregard for the residents' well-being darkened the community's history. The Trinity UFO incident remains a mystery, a reminder of the unexplained forces in our reality. Those who witnessed it still feel its impact, showing the power of the unknown. It has become a cautionary tale, warning against exploring the universe's secrets too deeply. Yet the unknown still attracts us, promising revelation and understanding. The Trinity UFO mystery calls us to explore the uncharted territories of our existence.
Trinity, we've got new witnesses and more information that has come forward. But what Trinity, I think, represents for me is the possibility of this being the first crash retrieval and one of the first times that the Department of Defense, and certainly there in New Mexico, where so much high-level security stuff was going on at that time.
A mysterious object crashes in Italy. In 1933, something strange fell from the sky in northern Italy. The government kept it a secret for many years, but new information has recently come to light. David Grush, a former U.S. intelligence officer, has made a shocking claim. He says that American forces found a UFO in Italy at the end of World War II and brought it back to the U.S.
In 1933, it's claimed that a UFO crashed in the Lombardy region of Italy.
Many people are interested in this claim, but they also have doubts. Roberto Pinati, an Italian researcher, has been investigating this event for years. He says he has found documents that prove the crash and the government's involvement. These documents include old telegrams that warn of severe punishments for anyone who talks about the incident.
According to some accounts, the UFO crashed near the city of Magenta, just 80 miles northeast of Mount Musinay. The craft was found to be unoccupied, and unlocking its secrets became a top priority.
Canati believes that the Italian leader, Benito Mussolini, started a secret project called Gabinetto RS/33 to study the UFO. He also thinks that the famous inventor Guglielmo Marconi was part of this project. While some people question these claims, Canati's findings have sparked a lot of debate. The story gets even more interesting with the addition of Marco Negri, a local resident whose great-great-grandfather was the mayor of a nearby town. Negri shares a family story that matches the crash story, including details about a strange metallic aircraft without wings and a massive cover-up. While this story is intriguing, it's hard to verify its authenticity. Despite the doubts and lack of concrete evidence, the story remains fascinating. Was this really a UFO crash? Did the Italian government and American forces work together to hide the truth? The truth remains a mystery, but it continues to capture our imagination and curiosity about the unknown. The Aurora UFO mystery. In 1897, a strange object crashed on a farm in Aurora, Texas. This event has remained a mystery for over 125 years, sparking curiosity and questions. The object hit a windmill on Judge G.S. Proctor's property, killing the pilot. People described the pilot as otherworldly and said they were buried in the local cemetery. A marker was placed at the grave, but it has since disappeared, leading to many theories.
According to local legend and a Texas historical marker, this is the burial site of an alien whose aircraft crashed into a windmill on April 17, 1897.
The incident was first reported in the Dallas Morning News on April 19, 1897. Despite many investigations, the truth remains unclear. Some think it was a hoax, while others believe it was real. The incident has been featured in books, articles, and TV shows, but the mystery persists. In 1998, a TV show investigated the incident, interviewing locals who claimed to have seen something crash. However, no concrete evidence was found. In 2005, another TV show found new eyewitnesses and a strange grave marker that seemed to show a flying saucer. But the marker disappeared, and the investigation was inconclusive. In 2008, a different TV show found a possible unmarked grave and a well containing aluminum and an unknown element.
Townspeople went rushing up to the site, and they found debris scattered everywhere and a very charred alien body, which we've named Ned, and we believe Ned's resting place is right behind us here under this tree in the cemetery.
The incident has been dramatized in films and TV shows, but the truth remains a mystery. Was it a real event or a hoax? Was the pilot an extraterrestrial being or a human aviator? These questions remain unanswered, but the incident continues to fascinate us. Over the years, many theories have emerged, but none have been proven. Some believe it was a UFO from another planet, while others think it was a military experiment gone wrong. Some even think it was a hoax perpetrated by the town to attract attention. Despite the many theories, the truth remains elusive. The incident has become a legend, a story told and retold around campfires and in books. But the mystery remains, a reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.
Something happened here. There's actual physical evidence of explosion on this hill. Scientists have found debris scattered in the trees and rocks up there. So we don't know exactly what happened, but to say something didn't happen is probably pretty naive.
A mysterious UFO crash in Missouri. In the early 1950s, people in Missouri started seeing strange objects in the sky. Since then, there have been over 1,857 reported UFO sightings in the state. But one incident stands out, a UFO crash in southeast Missouri that happened in 1941, 6 years before the famous Roswell crash.
Some claim a small Missouri town is a beacon for out-of-this-world visitors for the past half-century. In fact, it's been named the UFO capital of the Show Me State.
In 1991, a UFO investigator named Leonard Stringfield shared a story about a UFO crash near Cape Girardeau, Missouri. The story came from a woman named Charlotte Mann, who was a child at the time. Her grandfather, Reverend William Huffman, was called to the crash site to help the beings who were hurt. When Reverend Huffman arrived, he saw a disc-shaped object with strange markings and 3 small hairless beings with big heads and eyes. He prayed over the bodies and was then told by the military to keep quiet about what he saw. Despite the warning, Reverend Huffman told his family about the incident, including Charlotte. She remembered seeing an old photo of the crash site with 2 men holding one of the small beings. Unfortunately, the photo is now lost.
It was zigzagging and acting very odd. I didn't even look out the window. I didn't want anybody to look out the window. And I knew what it was. I knew it truly was a UFO.
UFO experts believe Charlotte's story is true and that the crash really happened. If it's true, it means that aliens have been visiting Earth since at least 1941, and the government has been keeping it a secret. Researchers are still looking for evidence to prove what happened. They hope to find physical evidence or new witnesses to confirm the story. Will the truth finally come out? Only time will tell.
My husband and I moved back here a few years ago. He swears he saw some kind of lights.
The incident has sparked many questions. What were the beings doing here? Were they exploring our planet, or was their ship damaged? Did the government cover up the incident to avoid panic or to protect sensitive information? The mystery remains, and the search for answers continues.
There were over 500 reported sightings of UFOs in the area.
One resident said that if they had to estimate, half of the residents had seen something in the sky.
A mysterious event in Dundee County. Dundee County in Nebraska has a rich history dating back to 1873. But there's a strange event that happened in 1884 that still puzzles people today. Some cowboys found a strange object that had crashed near the town of Max. The Nebraska State Journal reported that the object was long and cylindrical with machinery and cogwheels. The heat from the crash was so intense that it hurt one of the cowboys, Alf Williamson. As news of the event spread, the story got weird. The journal said the object disappeared in the rain, leaving the sweet smell behind. But many people thought it was a joke made up by the newspaper. Even though the journal admitted it was a hoax in 1927, people still believed it was true. The story has been passed down through generations, and some people still think it really happened. In 2013, someone found a strange green material in a nearby county, which made people wonder if the 1884 story was true after all. The event raises many questions. What was the object? Was it a meteor, a machine, or something from another world? Why did the journal make up the story? The mystery remains unsolved, leaving us to wonder what really happened in Dundee County over a century ago. The story has fascinated many people, sparking different theories and guesses. Some think it was a UFO, while others think it was a failed publicity stunt. The truth remains hidden, lost in time. The incident has become a legend, with many people visiting Dundee County to explore the crash site. Some claim to have seen strange lights and heard strange noises, while others have found strange objects in the area. The mystery of the Dundee County crash continues to captivate people's imagination, inspiring books, movies, and TV shows. Despite the many theories and legends, the truth about the Dundee County crash remains a mystery. Was it a hoax, a meteor, or something extraterrestrial? The answer lies hidden in the past, waiting to be uncovered.
Not only do you have this description in the newspaper, which we now see in front of us, find the money pit, understand what's there, and hopefully retrieve it.
Surely Henry Every deserves to be in contention for the title of most successful pirate in history,
stating they believe it's the same person seen disappearing into the water.
The legend of Olivier Levasseur, the pirate with a hidden treasure. In the early 1700s, a famous pirate named Olivier Levasseur, also known as the Buzzard or La Buse, sailed the seas. He was known for his speed and brutality, making him a feared pirate. Legend says he hid a treasure worth over $1 billion and left a cryptogram, a secret code, to reveal its location. Levasseur was born in Calais, France, into a wealthy family. He started as an architect and later became a privateer for the French king during the War of the Spanish Succession. After the war, he turned to piracy and joined other famous pirates like Benjamin Hornigold and Samuel Bellamy. His adventures took him to the Brazilian coast, where he plundered ships and amassed a vast fortune. He eventually settled in the Indian Ocean, operating from a base on the island of Sainte Marie, near Madagascar. Levasseur's exploits became legendary, including the capture of the Portuguese galleon Nossa Senhora do Cabo, which carried a treasure belonging to the Bishop of Go and the Viceroy of Portugal. Levasseur's share of the treasure was immense, but he knew his time was running out. In 1724, the French government offered him amnesty, but he refused, fearing they would demand a large portion of his treasure. Levasseur was eventually captured near Fort Dauphin, Madagascar, and taken to Ranian Island, where he was executed for piracy on July 7, 1730. However, the legend of his treasure lived on. As he stood on the gallows, Levasseur wore a necklace with a cryptogram, which he threw into the crowd, saying, "Find my treasure, whoever can decipher it." The necklace was lost, but the cryptogram has sparked much speculation and treasure hunting over the centuries. Many have tried to decode the cryptogram, including French historian Charles de la Rancière, who claimed to have studied an 18th century cryptogram. Despite efforts to find the treasure on Ranian Island, Rodrigues, and the Seychelles, it remains lost. The mystery of Levasseur's treasure remains unsolved, and the search continues. Will you be the one to uncover the secrets of the Buzzard's treasure?
Levasseur threw a necklace containing a cryptogram into the crowd. This cryptogram, composed of 17 lines of symbols, is said to reveal the location of his hidden treasure. Despite numerous attempts to decode it, including extensive efforts by Englishman Reginald Cruise Wilkins, the exact location of Levasseur's treasure remains a mystery.
The mysterious tale of Henry Every, the pirate who vanished with a fortune.
Surely Henry Every deserves to be in contention for the title of most successful pirate in history because he was responsible for the single most profitable pirate raid in history.
In 1695, Henry Every, a skilled sailor from Devon, led a brave expedition in the Red Sea with his pirate crew. They bravely captured the Grand Mogul's ship, the Gang Asaway, in one of the boldest pirate attacks in history. They got a lot of treasure, but this attack started a global search and put the British Empire's relationship with India in danger. Henry Every became a legend because of his adventures. People talked about him alongside famous pirates like Bartholomew Roberts and Jack Rackham. But despite his fame, he remains a mystery, and many questions about his life and disappearance are still unanswered. In his time, Henry Every was the most wanted criminal, with a big reward on his head. His story inspired other pirates like Captain Kidd and Blackbeard. People wrote plays, songs, and exciting stories about him, which captured the public's attention. The government and the East India Company worked hard to catch Henry Every, offering a reward of £500 for his capture. They searched for him on 4 continents, but he disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only a few captured crew members. What makes Henry Every special is that he managed to escape capture and enjoy his treasure. Unlike other pirates who were caught and executed, Henry Every vanished without a trace, and his fate remains a mystery to this day. Join me on a journey to explore the mysterious story of Henry Every, the pirate who outsmarted everyone and got away with a fortune.
From there, Every was never seen again. The trail runs dry. To this very day, not another living soul knows for certain what happened to Henry Every. His fate is unknown.
The mysterious Oak Island treasure.
Not only do you have this description in the newspaper, which we now see in front of us, find the money pit, understand what's there, and hopefully retrieve it.
In 1795, a curious teenager named Daniel McInnes found a strange hole on Oak Island, off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. When he returned with friends, they discovered a man-made shaft, starting a legendary treasure hunt that has lasted 225 years. Many people believe the treasure belongs to famous pirates like Captain William Kidd, who sailed the seas from 1660 to 1730. Some think the treasure is hidden in the money pit, a shaft that floods with water, making it impossible to reach. Despite the challenges, treasure hunters keep searching, drawn by the promise of vast riches. There are many theories about the treasure, from believable to fantastical. Some think it's connected to the Knights Templar, the Holy Grail, or even William Shakespeare's writings. Others believe it might be a treasure from the French aristocracy, or a hoard of gold and jewels from the pirate era. The mystery has captivated famous people like Franklin D. Roosevelt, Errol Flynn, and John Wayne, who have all been intrigued by the island's secrets. As the search continues, strange artifacts have been found, including a stone with unusual symbols and footage of a chest and skeleton in the money pit. The mystery of Oak Island remains unsolved, fueling the imagination of treasure hunters and history enthusiasts. Some believe the treasure is cursed, while others think it's a cleverly designed puzzle. Despite the obstacles and setbacks, the allure of Oak Island remains strong, inspiring new generations of treasure hunters to take up the challenge. Will the treasure be found? Only time will tell, but the enchanting mystery of Oak Island will continue to captivate us all.
And remember where the journey started. That little 5 pages. That's where the journey started.
Oh, that's the best sounding target. This could be gold, it could be silver, it could be copper. Either way, it's a great sounding signal.
The mysterious disappearance of Theodosia Burr Alston. Theodosia Burr Alston, the daughter of former Vice President Aaron Burr, sailed on December 31, 1812, to reunite with her father in New York. But she never arrived. Her disappearance sparked a scandal that still fascinates people today, with many rumors and theories. Theodosia was a remarkable woman known for her intelligence and charm. She faced many challenges in her life, including the loss of her mother at a young age and the death of her only child in 1812. Despite these tragedies, she excelled in her studies and was groomed by her father to carry on the family legacy.
In 1812, Theodosia and her husband Joseph actually had a son. The son was about 10 years old and unfortunately passed away.
Their son taken by malaria.
Accompanied by Dr. Timothy Green, Theodosia boarded the Patriot, a small schooner, but the ship vanished without a trace, leaving many unanswered questions. Aaron Burr and Joseph Alston, Theodosia's husband, were left with only hope. But as time passed, they realized the worst had happened. Theodosia was gone, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. People were fascinated by her sudden disappearance, and rumors spread quickly. Some believed she was taken by pirates, while others whispered about a mysterious grave in Alexandria, Virginia, belonging to an unknown woman. A portrait found on a shipwrecked schooner in North Carolina sparked rumors that it was Theodosia's likeness. But the truth about Theodosia's fate remains a mystery. Did she die in the violent storms that hit the Outer Banks in January 1812? Or did she meet a more sinister end? These questions may never be answered. Theodosia's disappearance is a chilling reminder that some stories may forever remain unsolved, leaving us to wonder and speculate. Over time, Theodosia's story became a legend, warning of the dangers of the sea and the unpredictability of fate. Yet, the mystery surrounding her disappearance continues to captivate us, highlighting that some secrets are destined to remain lost at sea. The story of Theodosia Burr Alston serves as a testament to history's power to intrigue and haunt us, showing that reality can often be more mysterious than fiction.
Many then shown was believed to be the only known portrait of Theodosia, stating they believe it's the same person seen disappearing into the water.
The mysterious pirate colony of Libertalia.
Today I'll be talking about the legendary pirate utopia called Libertatia. I'd like to take a moment to explain that there is no solid evidence Libertatia actually existed, but that doesn't mean that it didn't exist either.
In the late 17th century, Captain James Misson is believed to have founded a famous pirate settlement called Libertalia in Madagascar. This colony was special because it was democratic, socialist, and welcoming to all residents, regardless of their race, religion, or beliefs.
Libertatia was said to have been created by a man named James Misson, a Frenchman. While he was on leave in Rome, he met a priest named Caracalla, a free thinker who preached every man was born free and had as much right to what would support him as the air he respired.
Libertalia's motto was for God and liberty, and its flag was white, symbolizing peace and unity. Captain Misson, a French pirate who was disillusioned with the oppressive systems of his time, founded the colony with a vision of a society where people could live freely and equally, without the burden of wealth and power. Historical records show that Libertalia was a place where pirates shared their resources and lived in harmony, freed from the control of the wealthy and powerful. The colony had its own language, democratic system, and council of representatives who worked for the people, not as rulers. It was a place where people could start anew without the weight of their past.
Historian Marcus Rediker described the pirates of Libertatia by saying, "These pirates who settled in Libertatia would be vigilant guardians of the people's rights and liberties. They would stand as barriers against the rich and powerful of their day. By waging war on behalf of the oppressed against the oppressors, they would see that justice was equally distributed."
Many people are fascinated by the legend of Libertalia, but some historians believe it may be a myth created by the author of A General History of the Pirates. Despite efforts to find evidence of its existence, none has been found. The mystery of Libertalia remains, leaving us to wonder if it was a real place or just a legend. Some scholars believe Libertalia may be a work of fiction, while others continue to search for evidence of its existence. The search for Libertalia remains a mystery, leaving us to ponder its authenticity as a historical location or a mere legend. Lean Rato was startled awake by a bone-chilling sight. ghostly figure stood in his bathroom, its eyes glowing with a malevolent stare. The atmosphere was thick with an unsettling melody, and the door slammed shut with a thunderous noise. Summoning his bravery, Leonardo ventured into the bathroom, only to find it empty. However, the piercing screams that ensued sent a shiver down his spine. With his heart pounding, Leonardo cautiously approached the bathroom, feeling the entity's presence lingering, observing him with an unwavering gaze. The encounter left him shaken, prompting him to seek solace in his rural abode, yearning for respite from the terror that haunted him. I have never met someone who sleepwalks, but I can imagine how scary it must be. When someone sleepwalks, they get up in the middle of the night and walk around the house without knowing it. They might make strange noises, like talking in their sleep. If you've ever seen someone sleepwalking, you know how frightening it can be to wake up and find them walking around. But what if something even stranger happens? A man woke up at 3 a.m. to hear his daughter laughing in the living room. He knew she was sleepwalking, but something felt off. She was usually quiet when she sleepwalked, so he started recording her with his phone to see what was causing the laughter. What he recorded was eerie.
Amy. Amy? Amy?
The video shows his daughter sitting on the floor in front of a piece of furniture, with hands coming out of the furniture to stroke her hair gently. The hands move like someone is softly caressing her hair, but they don't belong to his daughter or anyone else in the house. As soon as the father gets closer, the hands quickly go back inside the furniture, like they disappear into thin air. This video has been shared on social media, and people are arguing about whether it's real or fake. Some people think it might be fake, but there's no evidence to prove that. Is it real? Watch and decide for yourself. A sinister presence has descended upon Seaside High School, striking fear into the hearts of students and teachers alike. A brave but terrified student has shared chilling recordings with us, too afraid to reveal their identity. The footage captures unspeakable terrors. Ghostly apparitions stalk the hallways, disembodied voices whisper menacing threats, and objects move with a malevolent force. Security cameras have documented the unexplainable. Lights flicker and die, chairs screech across floors, devices activate with an otherworldly energy, and objects are hurled through the air by an invisible hand. The school is gripped by terror, with students and teachers suffering brutal injuries. The source of this evil remains unknown, but one thing is certain: it's growing in power and malevolence by the day. Laura and her son were live on YouTube, cooking and chatting with their audience, when a cabinet door swung open by itself, creaking ominously. A viewer alerted them, leaving them shocked and terrified.
The back door, the dog had to pee. and there's a button that says pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee-pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button and it goes, your mom's dead. What the? What was that? So anyway, nothing's right. Sorry, typing too fast. That's strange. The cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was? Ah! What was that?
Some believed Laura's deceased mother, who passed away 20 years ago, was haunting them, her spirit seeking contact. Laura had been sharing fond memories of her mother moments before, making the event even more chilling. As tension mounted, a pot fell from the counter, crashing to the floor with a loud clang, accompanied by a strange noise. The audience was divided, some thinking it was a prank or technical glitch, while others believed something paranormal was happening. Laura and her son were convinced their house might be haunted and were determined to uncover the truth. Did they capture something supernatural on camera, or was it just a trick of the mind? The truth remained a chilling mystery, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Imagine coming home exhausted and looking forward to a peaceful night's sleep. But instead, it turns into a terrifying nightmare. A man who's been experiencing strange events in his house decides to set up a camera in his bedroom to get proof. What happens next is truly chilling. As he sleeps, an invisible force suddenly pulls him up from his bed by his feet. He frantically rushes to the other side of the bed, trying to make sense of what's happening. His eyes are wide with fear, and he's breathing fast. He looks around the room, but there's no one there. The camera captures every moment, but it doesn't show what's causing the disturbance. The man's fear is real, and it's clear he's not faking it. This is a genuine paranormal encounter, unlike anything he's ever experienced before. The video ends suddenly, leaving us with more questions than answers. What was the invisible force that pulled him out of bed? Was it a ghost, a demon, or something else entirely? The man's experience is a chilling reminder that we're not always alone in our homes. There are forces beyond our understanding that can affect us in ways we never thought possible. This incident is a reminder to be more aware of our surroundings, even when we're asleep. The mystery continues, a quiet whisper in the darkness. Some secrets are meant to remain hidden, but our curiosity will always be tempted to reveal them. The last video on our countdown is a strange one found by Kevin, one of our viewers, on social media. The video shows the entrance to a big company's parking lot. At first, it looks like a normal video of a car arriving, but the security guard notices something weird. He's immediately scared.